Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense has the ball first today. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
They'll run the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the option. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Snags it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wants to throw. It's Logan. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Stevens. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds his man. It's Stevens. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Left side is Stevens. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it on the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Keeps it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Meadow on the end zone, he's got it!
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Pulls it, fired complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Looking for a man. It's Logan. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloads in the nick of time.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Boston. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. First play of the period will be a second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Culliver. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Pulls and fired complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Marshall trying to move the sticks on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Logan. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Sells to fake. Under pressure. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. Dragged down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The short hands, it's Clay. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. fight his way out of his grasp. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. Plows through the defense. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense
got some room, entered to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Herd! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback,
he's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Boston. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He wants top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a grab for a big play. Off to the races. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Follows his blocks. It's Boston. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Logan. Look out! And it's a sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 17 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coach Gibson told me at the half, their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With a lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and make a big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nakua. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Back to throw, it's Logan. He's going to fire deep. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Turning it on. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Out wide right, it's Boston. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Culliver. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. On the move.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Go straight ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the route is on.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down immediately.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This line...
He's going for the big play. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They want to see if they can score the deuce. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Hard running there. What a cut. Now he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the gun, it's Boston. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
5-29,
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking to throw, it's Logan. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Right side, it's Nakua. At the 35, he's loose. Snags it, and there's running room. At the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Going to the run, it's Avant. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to squeak through the pile. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Defender miss. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Stevens. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. Still on the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Marshall lines up just needing a few inches on third down. From the red zone, it's Boston. There he goes. The end zone. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. And hold everything. He's going the other way, and he takes it back for a touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play, and you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
No, he's short. And I tell you what, the QB, you see down this area, it's so short. You only got a couple yards you got to get. He thought he could get it, went downhill, tried to get there, but the defense says no, sir.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Out wide left, it's Sharp. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive start. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Snaps on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch. But oh, he's going to try to get it all here. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Logan. Throws toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 68 yards on that drive. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.